Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm at my other bee yard, and it's right next to a stream, which is awesome, and a winery. Now this location is where I have my Caucasians. I only have 6 hives here, so it's not a lot, but my plan is to keep them separated because I want to actually be able to see the differences in person between the different species. So I have Italians at my house and I have Caucasians here. So there's about 6 hives, but the problem is, as you can see, I can't really see them too much. There we go. So there's 2 or 4 here, and then there's 2 over here. They're in the tall grass, like in Jurassic Park. So we're gonna do some weed eating and get to them so we can actually see them, and then we'll probably pop them open, take a look inside, and see how they're doing. Okay, that looks better. You can actually see 2 of the hives now. Bees are a little bit upset, but not too bad. I mean, they're Caucasian, so they're much chiller, and a lot of these are foragers coming back, of course. Probably looks a little different because, you know, they can actually see the hive now. So, beautiful location. I love this spot. I mean, the land, the sun's coming up right there, the stream. You can see across this way here. Let me try to zoom in here. I got 2 hands on it. There's a muscadine vines over there. So, just a really neat location. Far enough from the road, and it's also right at the base of Currahee Mountain. Now you can't see it, but if you could see it, it'd be right over there. It'd be Currahee Mountain, which is pretty famous from the Band of Brothers. But a good location, and let's get inside and see how the bees are doing inside now that I got them nice and upset. Now I'm curious to see what they look like inside because I haven't been down here in probably a month and a half with selling the house and moving and everything that we did. I just haven't had a chance to look at them. So I was pretty pleased when I came down and actually saw bees still here, but we're gonna look inside. We got them been nice and angry, but let's see. We're not gonna use the smoker. Nice and easy. Okay, good. Oh, good. They're coming out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yep. So let's get down in here. Oops. All right, nice and easy, nice and easy. That's what they say, especially without a smoker. Super easy. All right. Dang, they're looking good, dude. Drawing them out here. Everybody's looking nice. So this one definitely is ready for another box, like pretty soon. I mean, you can see in there it's totally covered up. Get a little closer here. Yeah, I mean they're all up in there. That's nice and blurry. Well, let's go check the other ones. Take a look at the sister hive next door. Get rid of that. How we looking? How we looking? Yeah, okay. About the same. You know, I like the demeanor of Caucasians. These are much chiller than my Italians. And they're not bad sometimes, but sometimes they're pretty grumpy. Okay. Decent size there. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames they're on. Not quite as big as the other one, but decent amount of bees in it. That's good. So that one does not need another box yet. Of course, I need to get some feed on them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep, about the same thing. Now this one's got a deep feeder, so they're doing pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, yeah. They got deep feeder as well, so all their frames are drawn out. Not as many bees, but obviously we're in the middle of the dearth. So that's okay and acceptable. So I need to get over here with my feed. Well, I'm gonna go check the other 2 real quick. I'm assuming they'll be about the same. The other 2 were the last ones we put in, so they're gonna be the smallest. So we're gonna go look at them, and then I'm headed to my other house to get the last of my bees. Unfortunately, I was gonna get them the other day. It was supposed to pour rain, so I didn't. And then it was sunny and beautiful, so thanks Weather Channel. All right, we'll see you guys soon. All right, we're at the old yard. Don't look at that, that's trash. Look at these ones. Okay, we're at the old yard. I just finished weed whacking at my second yard where I have my carnies, Caucasians. Hello, I'm a beekeeper. and I came to get my last 4, and there's a European hornet. European hornets, that's something you might have to deal with. I never had problems with those till I got bees. Now, I still don't have a huge problem with them because I keep the entrances pretty small. You know, I keep the 4-inch or whatever, you keep the entrance reducer, and so the bees are able to protect it. But if you pull those out, you can get hit pretty hard with those European hornets. So just remember to always keep your entrance reducers in. That's going to be a big thing. And we're about to move these, but I want to just take a peek inside one of these hives and see what it looks like. All right, hive number 1, let's take a peek. Crack the lid. Not too much going on. Bro, where are the bees? Ew. Okay, so full disclosure, I know there's no bees in here. There is wax moss, which is disgusting. Unfortunately, I came out here the other day and I looked at the front of the hive, and as you can see, there's debris everywhere. So unfortunately, these guys have long since deuced out, and then they leave behind wax moss. You can see down in there, so that's pretty disgusting. So some of these frames will be a loss. Not sure exactly what happened. They probably absconded or swarmed, you never know. But my other hives are doing really good. They're full, lots of bees, doing okay. That one's actually crawling pretty good on the front. And the problem was that this was probably my biggest hive in terms of numbers. And yeah, I was gone. I didn't get a chance to get out here. They got too big, and so they left, which is common. It stinks. It stinks real bad, but that happens, unfortunately. So. Oh, it's hot. I don't know if you guys can see, but the bees are corralling into the corner beetles. Hive beetles. Now, most of them got knocked off, but what they've been doing is keeping them in the corners. And since I haven't been here in a while and we're moving, and this is a shaded area, the beetles are bad. So I'm gonna be throwing some beetle jails in these. Use the old apple cider vinegar, olive oil, mineral oil, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, just to drown them out. I'm gonna be putting those in here. Definitely help out with these girls, because when I put these here a few years ago, made this my spot, I wasn't quite as knowledgeable. So you don't want them full shade. Some shades okay, but you don't want anything like it's been here. Okay, one more. So let's crack it so you guys can see how bad it can look. Yep. Same as the other ones. Look at all those beetles, man. Daggum. That is what happens when you have a hive that is not maintained properly, like this one has not been. And beetles can easily take over. And this is one thing that kills bees in hives over the winter. These beetles get in there, get in, make all your honey nasty, mess up the frames, ferment it, eat up all your stores. And then of course, your bees don't have anything to eat. And so they just suffer, unfortunately. So beetle management is definitely something I'll have to pay attention to in the future. Now, it should get better at my new location because they are in full sunlight. They won't be shaded, so that's not going to be nearly as big a problem. Just wanted you guys to see what it can look like. All right, this is the last one, dudes. And there you have it. All 4 hives, gnarly ones on all pallets, bees, foragers kind of hanging out. And we'll show you the nasty side of the bee yard. All nasty packages that I threw that were gonna get put in a dumpster, and then just never did. And then we decided to sell the house, and then now we got a dumpster coming anyways for stuff. So this will get cleaned up. I know it's gross. This will never happen in the new bee yard again. This is kind of interesting just to show you guys. I mean, you can see everybody makes mistakes. Obviously, I put this here probably 2 years ago I started, and my plan was to get rid of all the trees around it. There's a lot of shade, too much shade. So we pushed a lot of trees down to make this, but it wasn't enough. And that's where part of the hive beetle issue came from, is that there just wasn't enough room. But that's it. That's the last thing from this house and this property. It's the driveway, pump house shed, and that's it, man. This is probably one of the last times I come out here. It's starting to get renovated and worked on. We're selling it to a family friend, and he's doing some work, but it's just interesting. Humble beginnings, a little patch of dirt here. Oh, it's so hot. But yeah, this is part of it. You know, I said in my first video, you know, I kind of want this to be a bit business related as well. And I think it's just part of it, even though it's our personal house and we're selling. Obviously, this is what's helping us move to our new location. It's going to help me buy more bees, buy more hives, renovate the building there so that it can become the honey house. And that will become the business. And it's sacrifice, it's uncomfortable. I mean, it's, you know, been on this property a long time. Moved here when I was 7, been off and on living here. So yeah, leaving's uncomfortable. It was a big decision, but now that we're at the new house, it's much better place, much better prospects. We'll have the capital in order to start the business. And yeah, it's exciting times. So I'm not saying you got to sell your house to start a beekeeping business, but I'm saying if you do sell your house, put aside a couple grand to get a couple hives. And then you can start. You don't have to start big. You know, you can start with 5. You know, if you're gonna make it a business, I wouldn't just do the 2. Unless you haven't had it. If you've never had bees, start with 2. But if you know how to keep bees and you're wanting to actually make this into a business, then go with 10. I'd say do 10 hives. So, you know, obviously $1,500 for the bees, right? Bees are about 150 bucks for a package. So 10 of those, 1,500. You got to buy 1,000 frames, 1,000 foundations, 10 boxes, 10 bottom boards, 10 telescopics. It's an investment. The year after, if you can invest your time and your money into the bees, the return, it's on the back end. Like I said in my other video where I had the tips where I said it's expensive. It is expensive, but the back end of it is nice because once they're established, even when you have hives like these that are all wax mothed out and they have bugs in them, I can still use them. They can still be cleaned. I can use the boxes. I'll go through the frames, right? We'll see what I can salvage. And then that'll be that much less that the bees have to work on. Yeah, so that's it, man. Follow your dreams, dude. Just do it. Like a Nike commercial. Just do it, man. Is that Nike? It's probably not Nike. Anyways. Yep, so I'm gonna strap these guys up, take them home, put them in the bee yard, and then that'll get us up to, we got 5, 6, 7, 8. There'll be 8 hives there. Got 6 at the other place, and it's 14 hives. It's a good start. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.